Hallbox After Dark.
Well, hello. This is Daco Knight, and we are at the Yellowstone Ranch, inspired by the Yellowstone TV series. Now, don't worry about this mess over here. I was attempting an achievement trying to fly through that hole from way out there, and it hasn't worked out too well. So that will go away. It's not any kind of build or anything. Um, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little tour of the grounds. Now, a lot of these trees will be will be taken out and replanted. They are strictly for this build for the main lodge at Yellowstone. Uh, since there are no uh, log type, well, log cabin style blocks, with the mud in between uh, the logs. We are improvising using jungle logs with just straight up oak logs, and we're using raw iron blocks as stone. It seemed to work out a little closer to, according to my wife, because I'm colorblind. She's doing a lot of this build. Happy dancer. So she's doing a great job in here building this. This is supposed to be the great the deer antlers above the fireplace. Another improvised thing. So we're trying to just show a little bit of the inspiration behind the lodge. It's just such a fantastic structure in the show, as they say, a character in the show in itself. So this is going to be part of the kitchen with bone blocks. It's going to be interesting. She'll make it work, I promise. And this guy's an intruder, so we're going to take care of him real quick. Yep. And this guy, he's not happy about me taking out his friend. But, we're just not happy about salesmen. We just not like unwanted visitors out here on the Yellowstone Ranch. So what I'm going to do is fly out here real quick. We're going to start out here at the helipad. We'll take off. Yeah, that's right. We have the helipad for the ranch right out here. See it? Yep. And so we'll take off here using the old Elytra, and we'll fly over the barns, fly over the footprint as it currently exists in Yellowstone. So there are the barns. Inside that barn is a iron farm. We have a little post office over here, and try not to die on the fences. So here's the footprint on the south end of the ranch. The north end is, of course, that way. Now, it's probably not oriented as it is in real life or the show, but you can see I still have work to do on the barns and out here, the mountains. I did a lot of terraforming just to flatten all of this out, and so I can build in the mountains as they are shown in the show. So there's quite a bit out here. I wanted to add a little bit of snow to the builds, and so I'm out here near a snowy biome, so I can pull the snow easily and put it into the build seasonally as the seasons change, because I'd like to show this as a like at the barns and the footprint. This is the main barn. Now, I'm not using it as a horse barn yet because I've got an iron farm going on in here. Yeah, I know. Oh, peek behind the curtains. There's some villagers down there running the iron farm. And then in here, we've got some bees making us the all important honey blocks or honeycombs for the honey blocks that we're going to use for another build later. Then we have the grain silo in here, and that's pretty much it in this one. A couple of horses just kind of hanging out, enjoying their day. We'll get them out into the corral later. We have in here, you can peek in there. We'll just use, let's see, hang on, we'll use some scaffolding. I will peek in here. I'll show you what's in this one. I don't really have any doors here yet. Still working on it. But we have a bunch of alleys in there. That's right. This is also an alley farm. And then out here we have the corral with this little structure here. And don't get me lying about what any of this is out here. I am not a rancher, but I love the show, and I wanted to build to reflect a little bit of the show. I know they're not perfect, but you know it's been a lot of fun to just kind of play around with this type of build. I'm pretty new to Minecraft, so I just thought it was fun. We got us some good old skeleton horses over there in the corral. Just hadn't been feeding them the way we should, you know. Peta, please. No, please. No, it's okay. It's just the way they are. That's the way they come in the game. You know, and they seem happy. Look at them. They'll even let me ride them, right? See? So, happy horses. I don't even need to saddle these guys. They'll just, let's go. They're a little slow, but you know what? They get the job done. So as we're riding around out here, we're going to have some mountains show up out here. Build those, get the wireframes in, and start filling them in. We have the little road that runs in front of the house here. Minus that thing. I'll tear it down real quick. Let's just tear it down real quick. Why not? We don't really need it anymore. We got that achievement, so we'll just go ahead and tear it down. Let's do it this way. Go ahead and tear it down. Really when you spawn in, so it's a little weird, but we can live with it. It's still a fun game. All right, there we go. And this is, of course, we get on the horse here and ride out. This is the front of the property, the little driveway. We have the little post office, little bill. We'll probably turn it into one of the little cabins, but for now it's just a little post office. And over here, it's a little town. It's not completely to scale. Again, this is just a inspired by kind of build. Took forever, and I'll have some other videos of me taking out this entire area. This was a mountain and a river, and so I completely flattened all of this out just for this build. And a few of you have probably seen the videos on some of the tactics I used to take out these mountains. It was a lot of fun. I used a conduit because I didn't have access to the wither at the time, and I wanted to go ahead and get started on the terraforming. So I'm trying to stay true to the footprint as it stands in the show, and it's a little difficult finding footage of the property, so I'm just doing it based on little snippets I find here and there. This is the kind of base central or central ops, you know, the headquarters where I have all of my goods. We'll set the horse there for now. So if we go in here, this is, I have other players that come in the game, family members and others, and you are welcome to come in. Hey, look at this guy. Where'd he come from? Anyway, so I gotta figure out where he came from because there shouldn't be any dark places in here. Unless there's some down there. That's a little weird. I don't know where he would have come from. Everything in here is lit up like you wouldn't believe. So I have no idea where that came from. So this is, headquarters where we started all the builds. So we have all of our goodies that we collected as we were terraforming. This is just a small portion of it. I'll show you the rest of it. You can see all the dirt blocks that I have left. I've used a lot of them too for flattening out the range, but there's still quite a bit of stone that I pulled and bone blocks from the builds. I had a huge tree out there in a monster mob farm, and took that out. Down here we have a lava farm, and down here we have some villagers, and they are all set up to one. Oh, he's not. Some of them are no longer one emerald trades. Most of them are though. There's one emerald trades. So I need to let another baby zombie get loose down here, or a zombie, and reheal all those guys, get better trades. But it's really just a way to get XP. And I have all these guys out here. These blast furnace for the armorers, and all these toolsmith smithing stations. And so I'm able to get all this armor. It's all diamond armor too. Look at it. Yeah, diamond boots, axes, everything. Got shovels over here. So amassed quite a bit of stuff. So this little ditty here keeps the villagers from escaping. They all want to go that way towards their beds anyway. So yeah, we have the lava farm with all this lava in buckets, and then this guy right here, he kills the dummies as they come out, the zombified piglins, and when they die, all their drops go into here. So he's been keeping me in gold nuggets, because I need the gold for golden apples and things. Let's see here. What's next? Okay. It's time to sleep, I guess. Let's go over here, away from this village. Sometimes if I'm too close to that iron farm, or I sleep too close to that iron farm, the villages merge and the golems start spawning outside. I'm eventually going to move that farm anyway. We'll go use the elytra again. But just a little bit of the footprint of Yellowstone. I hope you have enjoyed this view of the status as of today. I'll have other statuses from earlier in the builds, so those of you who want to try to build this, don't know that you would, but hey, why don't you give it a shot? It's just when you're inspired by something. And you're welcome to join this realm. I'll put the realm code in the description, so you can come in and join the realm. If somebody comes in and destroys it, well, you know what? I'll just have to restore back. So don't be upset if I have to restore back. Some Nimrod came in and destroyed this area. This realm is actually called Stream World. And so we actually do builds from other shows like Yellow Jackets. Let's see here, back towards Spawn, there is a plane, the plane crash for Yellow Jackets, and the little camp area, and there are other builds as well. We plan to include the Dexter footprint from Dexter, and we're just working on several things. And then recently I was inspired to start working on a medieval build inspired by the Vox Machina series on Amazon. It's really cool. And so, but I don't know if I'll do that in this one. I probably will do some builds in this one, but I'll also do it in the Good Place, which is another realm I am in and joined and have been in for a while. They're a lot of fun to play with. And if you want more information about that, just message me, leave a comment, and I will get you that information. But again, I'll leave you here in the great room at the lodge as it stands now. Um, and we'll see you on the flip side. Thank you for joining. Catch you later. Bye bye.